Good afternoon. My name is Steve Janz and welcome to my video series. Today we're going to focus on bonds and specifically bond redemption. Over the years, I've seen a lot of students struggle with the last entries, and they struggle with this part. What do these words mean? Part A, including interest, versus Part B, plus accrued interest. As you've heard me in class say a number of times, a lot of these questions come down to reading and reading very, very carefully. And if you misread, generally speaking, you'll go in the wrong path. Whereas if you take a few extra seconds, underline or highlight key words, you'll go down the right path. So I want to create this video today to help you with your reading, help you with the final step in a bond redemption question. Now, it's a challenging question. I want you to get 100%. Let's begin. You're buying back bonds, and at the end it says you bought back X amount of bonds at this price, and it will either say it includes accrued interest or it will say at this price plus accrued interest. So what I want you to notice is it all comes down to two words. Does it say including or does it say plus? You'll actually notice here is that I've sent up the templates here, is that they're realistically, they are for the most part the same when it comes to the accounts. Now the numbers will change based on including or plus, but I want to focus just purely on the cash part because that is what confuses the students. So let's start with actually the easiest one. Let's start with B. If you bought back bonds, let's say for example, of $475,000, and it said plus accrued interest, and you calculated the accrued interest to be $10,000, well, you would have in your first entry the interest portion. You would have paid that plus amount, which is the $10,000, and you would have paid $475,000 for the bonds. And that's how you would calculate those two cash amounts. And of course, these amounts will affect some of these calculations in here. Now, let's get into the part that seems to confuse the students the most. Includes accrued interest. So if you paid $475,000, well, what does that really mean? It means that you paid $475,000 that includes the bond portion plus the interest portion. So if we had calculated using similar type of numbers, the interest portion to be $10,000 in cash, well, you paid a total of $475,000. You've now accounted for $10,000. That means that you paid $465,000 for the bond portion. So again, it comes down to reading, and be very careful. Does it say including or does it say plus? And I've given you in class and as basically practice problems that have both of these scenarios. So I'm hoping this video will help clear any of these reading misconceptions. Have a good day.